So let me repeat, guys, what you are going to, the moment you add your ID here, right? It doesn't mean that, it means you are, suppose you say if someone else is going to add your ID here, even then, which means that the people whose ID has been added here, right? They are going to configure the role-based permission access in your system. So to get the additional access, how you are going to do is like, go to this thing, say for the very first time when you log in, right, you see only the manage role-based permission access. And let me remove my ID. I'll show you how it is going to look like. You can see here. So right now I don't have my ID here, right? Under the manage role-based permission access, I'll show you this, how the system is going to behave for me. Let me log off. Go to your admin tools now. Yeah, you can see, guys, this is what you are going to see. Even when you log in, right, you will be able to see only this thing, guys. So how you are going to grant access? Say you are the first consultant, or like you are the super admin who logged into the system where you have activated the role-based permission framework. Then how you are going to start the configuration? Like for yourself, you have to make sure that you are the one of the user who is going to configure the role-based permission framework. Even though whether you are going to really configure the role-based permission framework or not, but make sure that you are going to add the role-based permission framework in the your ID in the role-based permission access. So once you add it, right, some additional access is going to be open for you, and using that, right,
sorry,
you
can you repeat? The sound is getting weak over.
Yeah. So what I mean to say, like whenever you are going to
the sound
log in,
is not good.
Raghu, yeah, your sound is breaking up here.
So whenever you are going to log into the role-based permission system for the very first time, what you are going to see is, like you can see here, you will see all these administration tools, and along with that you see only the manage role-based permission access icon here, and only this option is going to be open for you. So how we are going to make the start configuring the system is like, you have to add your user ID in the manage role-based permission access, guys. That will make some additional access, or that will grant some additional access to your user ID, which will help you to go ahead and start further configuration with respect to your system, guys. So let me add my ID. Let me grant permission. Click on done, guys. That's it. So in a few minutes you will get the additional access. It's not complete admin access, but you will see some more additional admin options to open up for you, which will help you to configure the role-based permission in your organization, guys. And how your role-based permission is going to work, right? Yesterday, as I told you earlier, so you have something called as permission roles, and these permission roles is going to actually have the security related things, which object, what kind of access you are going to provide, and there can be in an organization there can be n number of permission roles, guys. It's not that only one permission role, and to these permission roles you are going to assign the permission group, and to this permission group what you are going to assign is like, actually you are going to assign people to this group, whether based on some criteria, or you can also assign based on their username as well. So like that you are going to do that. Let me show you how. So I'm just opening the system in a different browser, guys. Yeah, you can see here, I'm able to see some more additional options here. And these options are opened up for me just because my ID has been added under the manage role based permission access, guys. So which, as I told you earlier, which means that you are the one of the user who is going to configure the role based permission things, which means that you are allowed to go ahead and configure the roles, the permission roles. You are allowed to go ahead and create some groups and assign those groups to the permission groups and assign the permission groups to the permission roles. That is what you will be able to do with your RBP configuration, guys. So let me show you what you will be able to see under the manage permission roles and manage permission groups. Click on manage permission roles. That is what I'm going to do now. And you can see here, there are some standard roles provided by SuccessFactors. These are the standard SuccessFactors provided permission roles in your system, guys. And you can always go ahead and create your own permission role as well, guys. Or otherwise, if you want to take the copy of the existing permission role and you want to create your own thing, you can see, you can copy the existing permission role and you can create your own permission role as well. If you want to, let me show you what it is there in the permission role, and then I'll copy and create a custom permission role, guys. I'm going to select the system administrator. And here, click on the permissions, guys. Under the permission role, that whatever you have selected, click on the permissions. You see there are different things, or I can say these are the different entities with respect to your system. You can see the calibration related security, your goals related security, your performance related security, your career development plan security, compensation related security, employee data, what kind of data that the employee will be able to see, what kind of data the employee can edit, what kind of views that employee can see. I mean, views are nothing but the different kind of portlets or the screens that the employee is supposed to see, and general permissions like what are the things that you can allow your users to. You can see here whether your users should be able to see the mobile today access, or whether the users will be able to mass create group permissions. Like these things, you are going to configure everything that are related to the different aspects of your SuccessFactors system. You will see here, guys, and based on your requirement, you will grant that or you will revoke that access to the corresponding permission role. And you can see in a similar fashion whether you are allowed to do all these things, whether you are allowed to manage users. I mean to say this permission role, whatever you are doing, right? This permission role, as it is a system administrator, right, got most of the permissions, guys. Say if you are configuring an employee role, you are going to minimize the functionality. You are not going to grant all the access to the employee. So like that, you are going to configure your permission role, guys. It's all checkboxes. Only thing is like you have to identify what is the correct option and go inside the option and make sure that it is only read only or it should be editable by the user. First of all, it should be granted to the user or not. Those kind of decisions you have to take, and based on that, you are going to configure the permission role. And say if you want to create one more role, go ahead and copy. The best way is like go ahead and copy the existing permission role, guys, rather than creating everything from scratch, right? You have a lot of things that you need to create, which is going to take a lot of time. So what I recommend is like go ahead and copy the existing permission role into your custom permission role, guys. Click on the take action, copy, and what is the name that you are supposed to give. Like say it is going to be like IT administrator. You see, IT administrator has been created. And based on your requirement, you can go ahead and change the permissions. You can see, let's say he can work on permissions. Let's say he can work on everything with respect to the goals. And say with respect to the employee views, yes, he is able to see. He is supposed to see all the employee views. I would say this permission role is allowed to do all these things. Click on done, and save your changes. So with these things, we are just configuring the permission role, guys. It is nothing but how you are going to click on take action, copy, click on copy, provide your own name, and inside the permission role, grant the required access, guys. So we are just configuring the permission role. We are not at a stage that to whom this permission role is going to be assigned. We are not at stage. We just created a permission role which is completely independent. And how you are going to assign this permission role to the people is like, go back to your admin tools, guys, and set on user permissions. Set user permissions. You can see there is an option called as manage permission groups. So this is the way, this is the place where you are going to create groups, which means that based on some criteria, you are creating a group that is nothing but your permission group. As you are dealing with your RBP, right? That is nothing but your role-based permission group. And you can see straight away you see some groups has been created, and always like you can go ahead and create your own group, guys. Let me click on admin users, and right now you can see there are few usernames that has been added here. I don't know. Let's say if you want to add more, you can add some based on city, country, your division, department, location, job code, social security number, any criteria. You can select the criteria and you can start adding your usernames here, guys. Let's say if I want to add mine, I can go and add mine here. You see, let's click on update, guys. Yeah, and the group name is admin users. You can see here. Remember this thing. This is going to be very important. Click on done, guys. And once you are done, right, just go back to your admin tools. Let me finish how to create a new one, guys. Then I'll go on to how to relate to your permission role and permission group. So if you want to create your own, or like say brand new permission group, you can create that from the create new. Click on create new, give your name, like say and the criteria is going to like say country. Country is equal to okay. So you are creating a group for the employees who belongs to USA, and click on update, guys. Then you will be able to find there are 29 employees who fall under this criteria, guys, and click on done, guys. That's it. That is how you are going to create your own custom permission group, guys. And how you are going to assign, or how you are going to relate the permission role and the permission group. As of now, we have seen that both are two independent entities, but in order to give access to a users, yeah. Yep, guys.
Can you please go back to the creation of this in please?
Creation of?
If you can go back to the creation of the permission, you know, please. Just for once more, please.
Yeah. Yeah, Victor, what is your question?
Yeah, I just want to know the procedures you actually follow to do that. That's what I want to know.
Mm-hmm. Are you good now?
So, because we had a problem like it get buffering time.
Mm-hmm.
Your system, in your system is okay, but to get in our screen, it gets
yeah.
We get the third script rather than the second one.
Okay.
So when you click on my action, this window pops up, isn't it?
No, click on take action. You have a couple of other actions also. One is like edit that, or if you want to copy that into a new permission group, Yes, you will be able to do that by doing copy. Or if you want to delete the permission group, click on delete. Or if you just want to see the view summary, right? What is there in that one? Without editing the existing options, you can just view that. View change history, like you can be able to see like when it has been changed, what are the changes, those things you will be able to see, Victor.
All right. What about creating a new one?
Create new one. You can see here there is an option to create a new one here. Click on this button. That is what we did. Okay. So right now you can see you created a permission group and you created a permission role. But how you are going to assign both the things is like you have to go to your permission roles, guys. That is when you can see in the permission group you assigned or you captured a group of people based on some criteria. So those people, how they are going to get access is like that particular group where they have been added, right? That group should be added to the permission role, the corresponding permission role. So once you go to the permission role, say the permission group, whatever we created, right? USA IT admin. Say if they are going to get the access that you have captured or maintained in the IT administrator permission role. Go to that particular permission role